Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing okay. And hello to my new background. What do you think? I absolutely love it. I've spent the past couple of days rearranging, getting new cabinets, getting some floral foliage, whatever you call it. And end result, I love it. So tell me what you think down below. And I wish I'd vlogged it because let me tell you, it was a journey. Because this thing here, you have no idea how hard it was to actually get hold of. So, moral of the story, new background. Let's get into the video. Full face of regret. What does that mean? I hear you shout at the screen.
Oh, I really wanna know, what do you mean?
It's basically makeup that I've bought that in some way I regret buying, or I wish I'd bought something else. But yes, pretty much regret buying. So the first things I'm going to start off with is foundation and concealer. And excuse the fan in the background. It has been so cold all day. I've had a fleece on me. I've had the blanket on the sofa, and the moment I start filming, it gets really warm. So the fan is on. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hours foundation. Now, when I got this, I did like it, but I'd only tried a few different foundations before that. So now I find this so cakey. It's a thick formula. If you like thick formula, then yes, it would do a great job covering up any blemishes you've got. It is super full coverage. It's a good foundation in that sort of way, but I don't really like full coverage foundations anymore, so that's why I'm going to be using this. The concealer, I am going to be using this Max & More foundation concealer little doodah thing. I got this from Home Bargains. It was 99p. And I find it, I'm not too sure if I've done a video on this or I was going to do a video on this, but when I used it, it was very greasy. So I thought I would use something that's something that I can use in this video and then chuck away after, because I won't be using it again. And also I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender sponge, and only because it was £17 and it does the same job as a £3.51 from Beauty Bay. So I'll be using a Beauty Blender sponge. Concealer. So foundation and concealer is done, and I am actually considering that I might actually like these. I mean, like, that concealer, it's no longer greasy. I'm like, I can't. Yes, the foundation is still cakey, but that concealer, mind you, it hasn't really looked. In the camera, it looks like it's lightened around my eyes, but in the mirror, no. So maybe, I don't know. It's not the best anyway. So next, I'm actually going to use blush because it is a cream blush and I want to do cream products before I do powder. So blush, I am using the Wet n Wild cream blush, and it is a colour changing blush. Now I don't understand why colour changing makeup is a thing, because why would you buy one shade for it to go to another shade when you can just buy the shade that it's going? Does that make sense? So this is the Wet n Wild one, and it is black. Can you see it's got like a pink tint to it? I believe that's the colour it goes. I'm scared to use it. I've used it, to be honest, I've not used it on myself. I've swatched it and I just got that feeling that it's just like, no, don't use me because you're going to mess up your makeup. So, this is where I'll mess up my makeup. I don't think in any world I would do my blush first because I always like to do my bronzer and then blush. Is any colour coming off? Well, at least it's not black. I can see a bit of colour. I don't want to go in too hard though. I'm using quite a dense brush because I don't want it to go everywhere. It's added. Oh, that is shiny. So it's added some colour. I don't know if I like it. So I'm gonna. I hope the powder takes that shine away. So I'm for the powder. I am frightened about this. This is a Primark one. It's the loose mineral powder in shade Ivory, and it is just too fine and powder. I know it's a powder, but it's just too fine and powdery for me. And I don't like the filter on it because it is the holes are too big and too much comes out. So yes, you can still see a couple of, like a bit of colouring from the brush. The powder hasn't covered it that much, but yeah, going okay so far. At least it's not a hot mess. So what's next? I am going to go in with bronzer. Now the bronzer I'm going to be using is this other Cure one. I got this from Aldi. Now this is in my basket of doom because it was £5.99, and to me buying a blush from Aldi for £6 is quite expensive, especially when I can go to like Superdrug and buy a Revolution one for like £3-4. But I just don't. I understand that it's a dupe of the like the benefit blushes and bronzers and highlighters, but I just think it's expensive for Aldi to sell it at £6. So that is why it is in my basket of doom. Can't remember if this was any good or not. Blended in okay. I like it. Nothing special, and I don't think it's worth £6 because I have got much better ones for less than £6. So I'm going to go in my brows now. Brows. I've got two products. My first one is the Sleek Makeup Nano Brow Disc Fill and Define, which is one of those mini pizza cutter thingies. And I don't know if I'm going to get some like a lot of hate for the next product because of the brand. The brand is Benefit. I got one of these perfectly my brow pencil to try. This is one of the mini ones, and I think I paid £11 for this. I've only used it a couple of times, and that I don't know if you can see it, but that's as much products as I got left. I don't feel like the product goes that far. When I used it, I didn't use it that heavily. So the only reason this is in the basket, because it is a good product, don't get me wrong, but it was the costing of it. It was, I would not like buy it again for that much product. So out and this, I feel the disc is just too thick, and it it's good, but it's bad. I mean, like, I don't know how to describe it, but the disc, like the pizza cutter, the blade of it, I say blade, but it's not a blade, it's just too thick and it needs to be more finer and it doesn't hold much product either, so that's another reason that I'm not a fan of it. So I'm just going to shape my brow out with this and then go in with the Benefit pencil. So brows are done. This is meant to be a full face of regret and currently my makeup is good. So what is next? I am going to go in with the eyes next, and the makeup palette that I'm going with is the Blood Sugar by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Now, I I like this palette, but it is not as great as I expected it to be. I mean, like, there's some of the shades in here that are just not pigmented. I do not like. I do not get on with. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think this may have been the first palette that I brought from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I wish I'd gone with something else. But this is what I regret now. I wish I'd bought something else, and I do like it. It brought me joy at the time, but now I'm just like, there is better, even better Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes, better than this. For example, there's a shade O Positive, which is this one. Clean finger. Hardly anything comes off. It's just I am rubbing hard. You can just about see it, and it is not a light colour. It's quite a pigmented. It's not even pigmented. I mean, like, the colour of it is there, but just nothing comes off. And there is Candy Floss, which is that one. It's just too soft. As I say, there's better ones out there, and I wish this one wasn't the first one I bought. So, don't know what colour story I'm going to go with. But first I'm going to take Cake Mix and go over my lids. So now I've gone in with the first colour. I'm going to take Extraction and deepen the crease up with this. See what I mean? That's quite a dark colour in the pan, but it's just not coming out properly. So next I am going to take a small bit of intraven what? Intravenous. This one here. And I want to take some prick, like a needle prick, and I'm going to take it underneath the eye because I just want to add a bit of red. And if I remember right, this was another one that's not that pigmented. So that is the matte done. Now I want to go in with, right, I'm going to take this red shimmer, which is called Blood Sugar. I'm going to take it on the middle of the lid. And then in the inner corners, I'm going to use Donor, which is actually a gold colour. So I am liking that. Shouldn't really be saying that because this is a full face of regret. So to add a bit of spotlight onto the lids, I'm going to take candy floss, which is this one, and it's just very soft. So I need a bit. I'm going to use my. Should I use a brush or my finger? I'm going to use a finger because it's so soft. Ooh, it's turning out okay. So that is it for the palette. Now I got some glitter. Is from Primark. This is body foil, metallic foil flakes. I'm gonna place them on the inside of the corner. I've had these for quite a while, but I just don't exactly know how to use them. They are hard to get out. They are like stuck together. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Why does that smell like that? That smells like vinegar. Is that even safe to put on my eyes? I don't want to put that on my eyes. Yeah, we're skipping the glitter. That's going straight in the bin. So, I'm skipping the glitter and I'm going to go in with mascara. The mascara I have chosen is the MAC Bold and Bad mascara. Oh, it's one of those 2-in-1 and it dried up so fast. I didn't get much use out of it. I didn't think that there was much like change in my lashes. I just again thought there was better ones out there for a much cheaper cost. So this is going in the bin after. Let's see if I can get any out of here. So mascara is done. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as I remember, but there's just not much going on the lashes. So highlighter and lips are the last two. So I'm going to start with highlighter, and it is the Glow in Places loose highlighter from Morphe x Coca-Cola. If you watch that video of me testing this, I think it is down. The reason it's in the basket is I think it's because it is down to I'm not too sure how to use loose pigment highlighter, and again it just goes everywhere. I have got better press powdered highlighters. This just didn't scream keep me, keep me, keep me. You know what I mean? Because yeah. So let's see if I have any. What am I trying to say? Let's see if it's better this time round. So it's not exactly bad. It's just it's easier for me to apply highlighter when it is pressed and in a pan. So the final product is my lips. And it is the Lottie London Slay All Day. Now, yes, I got this for £2 in the sale, but it's not even worth £2. I don't think it's thick. It is patchy. It dries horrible. It tastes horrible. Not that I've been eating it. I just mean like from the taste of my lips. It's just no. So, I'm gonna use this one. Oh, that's the best I'm gonna get this lipstick. I really don't like it. So, that is my full face of regret. Now, is there anything that still performs bad? The lips still perform bad. Some of the shades in the eyeshadow palette still perform bad. I am impressed. Well, I'll say impressed, but I am okay with the concealer, although it wasn't that much full coverage. And the foundation, it's okay if you like full coverage, but I'm past that stage now. So that is my face, and it is full of regret. So, what do you think? Again, if any of these products that you've got and they work for you, you do you. But this is just my opinions on these products that I have bought. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. So it's goodbye from me, Matt. Goodbye from Rainbow Soul, and stay sassy.